I don't know if my mouse is being captured or not, and I don't know how to fix that. It's going to be kind of important. So I need to actually tune into my own stream and see. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, cool. I don't need my stream playing then. I can just keep my dashboard up and that'd be good enough. So, this is Dungeons and Dragons: The Temple of Elemental Evil. I'm sure you can read that. What's not shown is I'm using two mods. I'm using the Circle of 8 mod pack, which is a lot of bug fixes, and post-endgame, which is wonderful. They have also increased the level cap to 20. Also wonderful. And I'm also using Temple Plus. Now you can see right down there, I'm running the latest version, 1.0.78. What that does is, normally this game, here, it's easy to put this, game options, video. It normally runs at 1280 by 1024 by 32. It's painful to look at. Set that up to 85, I don't know what that does, fuck it. High quality cloth, sure. Shadow type, what? Maps. Log checks per frame, 8, sure. I expect this to either get fucked, or just everything's gonna be fine and everything's great. End turn time remaining? Never. I must end turn. Numerical HP display. Yes! Display tips. I don't need them. You want to keep these settings? Yes, I do. So, Temple Plus allows this game to be run at resolutions other than 1280 by 1024. I'm currently running this at 1900 by 1080, which is my native screen. Otherwise, this would be so frickin' compressed, it would actually be painful to look at. But now, we're starting a new game. Normal mode. Iron Man is... don't do Iron Man. So now, this is running off 3.5 rules, or just 3 rules. I can't remember specifically which. But instead of THAC0, which was the original Temple of Elemental Evil module, this is updated for slightly more modern, where higher AC is better instead of lower. So instead of reaching like THAC0, which is 2-hit armor class 0, where armor class 0 is actually really good, now it's, I think, the equivalent of THAC0. The equivalent of having AC 0, I think, is having AC 20. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not smart. I had it figured out once, and not anymore. I'm stupid. But in the older versions of D&D, let's say, okay, because when I click on one of these, I think they're all going to light up due to one of the abilities of Temple Plus. Say I wanted to have a chaotic evil party. The only characters I could have in that chaotic evil party, I believe, would be chaotic neutral, chaotic evil, and neutral evil. You couldn't have a true neutral, because if I click that, yeah, I'm not going to be able to tell you that. No science allowed. So, usually, what power gamers would do in their games, they would either have a neutral evil party, a chaotic good party, a lawful neutral party, or a true neutral party. Now, the reason why you would want evil is there are some very, very powerful classes locked behind being an evil alignment. Like, an Oathbreaker Paladin, I think is what they're called, is specifically locked behind being, I think, chaotic evil. And being an assassin is locked behind lawful evil. So if you wanted to have both of them, you would need to have a neutral evil party. I don't like that. I really don't. I like more freedom and more conflict within the party, so long as it's, you know, well moderated and all that shit. What I like, and I've always liked, is you could have the Bible humping paladin and the literally eating babies warlock in the same party. So long as they're working towards a common goal, they won't kill each other. But the moment that goal's done, it's really fun to see how the players would make those characters resolve their differences. Usually through murder. Know what I mean? I might be getting a bit too excitable with this. But I truly do love D&D. Truly, I do. For this game, I'm gonna create... I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have any save data. Let's look. Except, who are the characters? Nope, hide pre-generated. Alright, I've got no one, so I gotta drag you through this too. So here's your stat roll. Okay? This is pretty simple. This is what you normally do when you make a character. You roll 4d6 and drop the lowest one, usually. Some DMs have it 3d6 plus 6, so you're always going to be something good. I personally am a fan of point buy, which is there. This does not give you shit. Like, okay, you're not supposed to be able to buy points that high. 18's the max you can normally buy to. Like, so if I went by the rules, 18, the maximum I could have is that. That's terrible. That's awful. That's god-awful. You can take points away, which gives you more point buy. You can only lower a stat down to a minimum of 5. Which, for an absolute min-max barbarian, like, this isn't good. If you're playing a barbarian, this is dog shit. It's dog shit awful. My first ever 3.5 barbarian. Now I'm going to show you a glitch after I'm done talking about this. Like, roll. You see, that's alright. But alright is not good enough in this game. This game is mean. If I was trying to make a barbarian with these stats, I would hate myself. Like, you would have 16, 15, 15, 14, 11, 12 in that order for the most optimal barbarian. Because skill points are very important, and intelligence governs skill points. I'll get to that. Right about here. This is spells. Get to that right about here. But for this, no, you can re-roll. You can keep re-rolling. I think the lowest you can roll is a 3, and the highest is an 18. The lowest we've seen so far is a 7, and the highest is a 17. Making a liar out of me now. But the odds are unlikely you're going to roll those. So for a glitch, let's just roll a couple more times. That's good enough. So, let me show you something funny. You can drag that, and then slap points into it, drag it back, and it's right there. And then, you can do it again. And then, again. I don't recommend doing this. This makes the game ungodly boring. Like, I've got a plus 15 strength at level 1. Herp, derp, derp. Don't do this. Okay, delete it. Oh, that's actually an 18. That's actually a really good roll. So for, like, a barbarian at this point, 18, 16, 16, you're pretty amazing now. But I don't like doing this either. What I like is fixing the rolls a little bit. So, like this, make it 18. This 18, we're gonna look, well, I guess we can. Well, we can do that. That deletes the 18, and it makes it an 8. Then for something else, make it 17. And now we've got basically the stat rolls I would like to have. I'd like this to be 1 higher, but oh well, I'll actually make it 1 lower. I can't do it that way. Brain. There. And you know what? That 8, not low enough. Low enough. There we go. There. So I like fixing the stats a little bit. The way I find to make the most enjoyable character you can have is to fix your stats a little bit. Like, I kind of want to raise this 17 once more. So, we raise it once more. But, we take that 7 down to a 6. You shuffle your stats around a little bit. So, like, now, making a barbarian still, I would want 18, 18, 16, 16, 6, 10. And that's fine. That's a pretty damn good barbarian. I've got some big strengths, but that wisdom is going to cripple me against a lot of saving throws. Because wisdom governs your will saving throw. Dexterity governs your reflex, and constitution governs your fortitude. Let's go race, because one of the other things Temple Plus has is a fucking lot of them. I could have a hill giant if I wanted to. So this is something else. In 5th edition, I think only 1 or 2 races have an actual penalty, and I think that's kobolds and orcs, full-blood orcs. In this game, just about every single race has a negative. The only one that doesn't is a human. And your negative then is you're a human. You're boring. But actually, I find humans to be the most exotic characters because nobody fucking plays humans. It's Dungeons & Dragons, live out your fantasy. If everybody's being a fantastical character, what's the fantasy? Be a human. You're the most basic bitch of the party, and that makes you the most interesting. But now, there's another thing important here. See now, Hill Giant, plus 14 goddamn strength, minus 2 dexterity, plus 8 constitution, minus 4 intelligence, minus 4 charisma, plus 4 level adjustment. What that basically means is I count as a level 5 character at level 1. I don't gain the benefits of being level 5, but the first time I level up, if everybody stays alive throughout the entire party, doing all the adventures, and nobody else is a monster race, the first time I'll level up is when everybody else is level 6. They'll be level 6, I'll be level 2. So you gain a massive bonus, but also a penalty. And then, you know, if you want to be a troll, you have a 5 level adjustment, which sucks. It just sucks, but you gain plus 4 dex, all that con. No. This character is a half-orc.
Boring.
Yes, very boring. Plus 2 strength, minus 2 intelligence, minus 2 charisma. That's painful. But, now, if you can read. Their favorite class, where the fuck does it say? There it is. Their favorite class is Barbarian. 3.5 penalized you for multi-classing, and it was painful. I gotta take a sip of my drink, give me a moment. I'm talking a lot more than I normally do. But I'm passionate about this shit, I love it. So, normally, humans have any favorite class. So, what favorite classes mean is, in old D&D, if you multi-classed, you could not level up your main class until your new class was like within 1 level of your old class, and then you could, I'm sorry, I fumbled over my words, I said you couldn't level up. You couldn't level up your old class until your new class was within 1 level of the old class. Favorite classes, which were a thing, I think, back in AD&D. No. AD&D just had multi-classes. Fucking, what am I trying to say? It was multi-class, but it wasn't multi-class. You could have a fucking gnome be a fighter, thief, mage, is what I'm trying to say. All at level 1. At level 1. While a human could only be 1 class at level 1. Does that make any more sense, or am I just talking complete bullshit? But there was an experience penalty for being a multi-class. And before, if you multi-classed outside of, that multi-classing, which only humans could do. Half-elves, I think, could do it as well. Half-orcs, I don't think could. And any other monstrous races could not, as they would have their option to multi-class at level 1, and then if they passed on that, they couldn't again. But humans could multi-class any level. If you leveled up to level 2, you could instead multi-class to another class and all that shit. I might be wrong, I never played AD&D. But from my understanding, that's how it worked. And then the human would have to level up the new class until it's within one level of their old class, and then they'd basically be forced to juggle levels. I think. Or could they continue down the new class permanently, but if they swap back to the old class at any point, they would have to then juggle. It's one or the other, and I can't remember. And there was and as I said before, there's an experience penalty for being a multi-class. But humans didn't have that, I don't think. This game kind of did away with that. Now your level is your sum of your classes. So like you're a fighter 7, a mage 3, and a thief 5, you're level 15. You only have the abilities of a 7th level fighter, a 3rd level mage, and a 5th level rogue, but you're still level 15. Favorite, and you would lose experience based on how many times you've multi-classed outside of your favorite class. Outside of your favorite class -1, I think it is. So like, as a half-orc, if I take levels in Barbarian, and then I level in anything else, I don't have an experience penalty. But then if I multi-class again, I have an experience penalty of 10% until the levels of my classes are within one of each other, excluding my favorite. So what I like to do is min-max a little bit. As a great YouTuber once said, we like to min-max. Good old Seth. But min-max, gender, used to mean something. It used to mean something. Does not mean anything anymore, now it's flavor. Height, never meant anything, it's flavor. 6'2". Hair, doesn't actually mean anything, ponytail. Black hair. Class. Am I gonna be a fighter? That was a barbarian I clicked on. Am I gonna be a fighter? Am I gonna be a barbarian? No, I'm gonna be a rogue. Really? No. A swashbuckler, a beguiler, a scout, a favored soul, a war mage. There's a lot of cool things here. What he's gonna be is a fighter. Now, we're metagaming a little bit here, and we're min-maxing here a little bit. He's gonna be a fighter up until he reaches level 6, I think, for a very specific reason. Alignment, chaotic, good. Now, this character's not gonna be in the party. I'm gonna have, once again, min-max. No, wait, would it be min-maxing if I did that, though? Because I'm gonna have a monstrous race. If, you know, it's working right, it fucking better, Temple Plus. Oh shit, now I don't know, and I'm scared. I'll go back to race, give me a moment. Okay, it's working. Okay, yeah. That's cool shit, too. That's something I'll cover in a bit. Alright, look, he's not gonna be a manlet or a pocket prince, okay? Class, fighter, alignment, chaotic good, deity. So, this character is actually based off my characters. Most of my characters are fighters. They're male, they're somewhat tall, almost all of them have a god. Almost. This is a barbarian fighter who believes in Khorne. He is a man who loves to fight. Feats. Now, this is another important thing. Feats are important. So what you do... Where is it? It's not either of these, okay. So you don't... For the sake of min-max, I don't want this. But if I had to take this, I would take Bastard Sword, because I like Bastard Swords. They're amazing. I like hand-and-halfers. Improved initiative. You want this. You always, 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 fucking always want this. Always. I don't want that there, though. Oops. And then, as a fighter, you get a feat basically every level. What I want eventually is to get power attack, cleave, great cleave. Now, cleave is right here. Cleave requires a strength of 13 and power attack, so I could get cleave right now. At level 1, I could have cleave, which is technically a 2-point talent. Feat. Every other class, for the most part, has to have 2 feat points for it. Fighters can get it first level, and humans can get it first level, because they're humans, and they get bonus points. And then Great Cleave, though. What is my alphabet? There it is. It requires strength of 13, cleave, power attack, and a base attack bonus, or BAB, of +4. There's a lot of ways for me to explain this one, and I don't fucking know any good way to do so. But the main classes who you think should be in the front lines at all times, so your fighter, your paladin, your barbarian, they have a BAB equal to their level. So at level 1, a fighter has a BAB of 1. Barbarian, 1. Paladin, 1. Rogue, 0. Basically everything that's not those 3 classes I just listed have a BAB of 0 at level 1. I believe a rogue reaches a base attack bonus at level 20 of 15, so they gain 3/4 of their level as a BAB. They actually have a large list for it. There's a way they map it out too, and it's funny. For every 5 in your BAB that you can subtract, so like if you have a BAB of 5 at level 5, a fighter would have BAB of 5. They only have the 1 attack, but when the fighter reaches level 6, they have a BAB of 6, and they can make 2 attacks, as you can subtract 5 from 6 and still have a positive number left over. So at level 20, a fighter will have 4 attacks, plus 20, plus 15, plus 10, plus 5. If your campaign for whatever reason goes to epic levels, a barbarian can reach... a fighter, a paladin, can reach a lot of attacks, because I think an epic level has a limit of 50. So that's a lot of attacks. It's also a real pain in the ass to play. A lot of d20s you gotta roll. I was talking about something important. Whatever. Weapon focus. Bastard sword. I love bastard swords. They're hand-in-half swords. They're considered exotic weapons, which means you need the weapon proficiency exotic bastard sword to wield it with 1 hand, or without it, you can wield it as a martial weapon with 2 hands. 2 hands increases your strength by 1.5 times when dealing damage. So my strength of 20, I believe, is a strength of 30. Or it either takes the score or the modifier and multiplies it by 1.5. We'll be able to look come combat. But now skills. So, this is where intelligence is important. Every character gains, I think it's 4 stat points, so that's easy enough to read right here. Click that. And that's not what I meant. That doesn't help me. It's like intelligence. What the fuck was it? Each intelligence gives you 1 point to spend when you level up. And on first level, I think it's multiplied by 4? Every character has at least 4 skill points. What? I'm confusing myself. I don't understand. Doesn't matter. Tumble? So you can put 4 points in. So yeah, there's a way to figure it out, and I'm stupid. Okay? If I go back to race and mouse over human. Humans receive 1 extra feat and 4 extra skill points at first level, and 1 additional skill point at every level thereafter, so yeah. Fucking what is it? It's been so long, actually, since I've made a 3.5 edition character that it's confusing me. And it shouldn't, because this is my favorite fucking module. Not this specifically. I shouldn't say it's a favorite module. It's my favorite edition. It's complicated enough that you feel really good when you figure it out. And it's simple enough that anybody can get into it. So now, each thing here has its own bonus, like Wisdom, -2. My base score is -2. I can pump all my points into it to make it a solid 0. That's kind of painful. My Intelligence, +2. My character can be good at figuring out spells. Spot, Wisdom. Survival, Wisdom. Tumble, Dexterity. Magic Device, Charisma. I don't get that one. Appraise, Intelligence, Bluff, Charisma. Concentration, Constitution. Every single caster, I don't care who you are, wants a Constitution score +4. At least a Constitution score of +2, if you roll like dog shit. Because casting defensively and fizzling your spells, let me tell you, that's a feels bad moment right there. This feels bad, man. Normally I actually like roll for my stats a lot. Maybe I'll cheat, because this runs more for like my enjoyment. And if I cheat, I enjoy it more. Just like my charisma should be like a bit higher, and everything should be 18. There's actually a right there. If you see my rerolls, if you roll 9,999 times, you'll get all 18s. If you re-roll once more, you'll get all 3s, and I think every single re-roll after will be a 3. So yeah, it's easy enough to pick up my character. So normally when I make this character, I like make that 14, turn that up, and there's usually the stats I have. So I'm gonna go with that because it's familiar to me. I'm stupid, I'm lazy, I backtrack all the time. My words are untrustworthy. If you believed a word I said from the start till now, I have deceived you entirely. And I will lie about apologizing, but I apologize. Always want that. And weapon proficiency. No weapon focus. Bastard sword. You might see that +1 and be like, whatever. No, you do not. That +1 is amazing early game. Because level 1 characters are good for 2 things. Being created and dying. That's it. They suck at everything else. But yeah, now I can have my Intimidate up, because half-orc not having Intimidate, what's wrong with you? I like Sense Motive myself. Diplomacy, because I'm not a bad man. Yeah, so you might notice a little bit. Like here, this is 4 points, because a cross-class skill, you can always put points in all the skills. Always. What you can't do is put a full point in them each time. So, because these are my cross-class points, each 1 point I put into it is half a point. While this is my class skill, each 1 point I put into it is a full point. When you level up as a class, you get that class's class skills. Like, say, I level up as a class with this character, which doesn't have Intimidate as a cross-class skill. That's gonna fucking be a tongue twister here in a moment, because I'm starting to slobber all over myself. Give me a drink of water. Say I level up as, I think rogues have it, so a wizard. Intimidate's not a skill, so it'd be a cross-class skill, and I'm certain I'd be able to put 1 point into it, but it would go up to 4.5. I might not be able to, because I've never done that. Normally I'd take skills I want to level up in, no matter what class I take, because I'm, stupid. So, I like Sense Motive. It's always been something I've liked. Sleight of Hand is useful only on rogues. This character has high dexterity, but, he's more of a beat your teeth in and mug ya rather than I'll pick your pocket. Spellcraft, no. Spot is important. Survival is important, somewhat. Survival's more important than pen and paper. Tumble is usually extremely important, but I don't. This guy's gonna be using like heavy, medium armor. He doesn't need it. Fuck him. Appraise is only useful on one character, because generally, and I and most other DMs go with like who has the highest appraise skill. We'll just base the price you can sell shit off with that. Bluff is important for talkers. Concentration is important for all casters, always, forever. Diplomacy is good for talkers. I just like diplomacy because even my own characters, even if they're like dumb as a fucking rock and have the charisma of a rock, I still like being able to try and talk out of things. Disable device is only useful for your rogues. Gather info is useful for anybody you have talking to folks. Heal, I wouldn't even bother. Honestly, I wouldn't. If you bother with heal, you're not a fool. Let's not pretend that. But you do. There's a cleric in the party for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You might need to heal him, but literally, if you feel like you might need to heal him, you're better off buying a potion of Cure Minor Wounds. A failed heal check results in a casualty. A potion of Cure Minor Wounds costs like a gold. 1 gold can save a life. Don't put points in heal. Hide, only useful for rogues. Intimidate, useful for everybody. Really? No. Useful for big, beefy orc boy and talkers. Listen, actually useful for everybody. Move silently, rogues only. Open lock, rogues only. Perform, bards, and rogues. Okay, really perform. There's a lot of reasons to take perform. Search. What? I generally only take that on my rogue. I'm stupid. Sense motive. I take that on usually everybody who can take it. Sleight of hand. Rogues only. Spellcraft. Mages only. Well, when I say mages, because I can just back up without needing to worry too much, I don't mean wizard. I mean everybody who can cast, so... Well, not everybody who can cast either. Everybody who should be a backline caster. The sorcerer, the wizard, the bard in some cases. Where was I? Spellcraft? Yeah. Basically, it just helps you, like, if you don't have a character with spellcraft, an enemy can cast a spell and you won't know what it is. If it's a fireball, it's pretty obvious what it is. But if it's something, say, mage armor, you might not be able to recognize it as mage armor. Spot. Everybody likes this skill. I put it on my rogue and forget it exists. Survival. In this game, survival, listen, and spot all have an additional use, and that's when you're walking around in the wild. You don't need to feed yourself. The game's nice enough, I guess, that you don't need to do that. It helps you prevent ambushes on yourself. It doesn't prevent ambushes when you're sleeping, but the higher the combined skills of all your party members in those determine how far away the enemies are when they ambush you at night. And ambushes don't equate to an automatic enemy first turn. Ambush basically just means surprise combat. You didn't get to fully rest, so any spells you had aren't there and all that. Tumble, every single character who's using no armor or light armor wants tumble. If you're being a dexterous dual-wielding fighter, you want tumble. Use magic device, I only really use this on rogues. I don't really care about it on anybody else. Everybody else is big unga boonga smash. So, let's put some points in spot. Because spotting is nice, searching is really nice, so, Ooh. Ooh. Nope, done. I've made my decision. I'm living on it. So these are all the character portraits. There's a lot of blank space for you to import your own, I think. I've never done it. I usually have very specific portraits. Like, for this guy whose name is Zell, I'm creative, I know. I usually either have it as this one, or... where's the other one? Because this one's more half-orcish, you know? Kind of neato. What's this one? I can't fucking see. Where the fuck is he? I swear a lot, I know. Get over it. This is a tutorial character's portrait. He's somewhere in here, and I'm blind. I think it's Mengsk, who I normally have a portrait as. Or not, I can't remember. I also might not have the portrait pack installed through Circle of A loader. Which, I mean, fair enough. Won't bug me all too much. It actually bugs me a lot more than it should. Like, significantly more than it should. I'm kind of infuriated at it right now. I was so certain it wasn't a portrait added, though. That's unusual. Normally I'm right about something minor like that, but something major, like how skill points work, I'm usually wrong. Well, god damn it. Alright, fine. I'll go activate that real quick. Not like it bugs me, anybody. It just means the screen's gonna be black for a moment. Everybody can get over it. I just need to go to my 4 terabyte Temple of Elemental Evil, TFE-X, portrait packs. Oh, I think I need to go reinstall it. Oops. Okay, that's simple enough to do. Circle of 8 mod pack. Portrait pack. Yeah, there they are. Download, launch it, follow all. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of them, actually. What the hell? Good lord. Why is there so many? Alright. Like mod packs themselves, download utility via ports. You can use the portrait pack with that. Okay. I know it's black, I'm sorry. I'm Scuff Streamer. I'm bad. Got sniffles. Keep the Baldur's Gate portrait pack. Hell yeah, brother. There's Icewind Dale as well. Portrait packs made easy, which is just helping you make them. And there's the Jagged Alliance portrait pack, but we're not looking for that. Setup.exe, yep. Click next. Installation instructions. Let the root directory of TTOE installed. It is not in my C folder, it is in my 4 terabyte folder. Next. Would you like to install that folder anyway? Yep. Install. Next, finish to exit startup. Okay. Why do they keep telling me that there's one of those there? There's not. It has deceived me. And now we go here. We go back to the TTFEX. Portrait packs. We'll now activate packs. This can take a couple moments. I don't know when it'll be done. Select portrait pack to install that one. Alright, it's been installed. Cool. And now I should be able to reopen Temple Plus. And Scuff Stream has hopefully stopped. Let me alt tab to make sure it's picking it up. It is wonderful. Hey, welcome to my playthrough. I'm your host, not a good guy, not a good fucking DM. Let me show you how this is done. What were they? 18. Where's that? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm blind. I can't click. No. Oh, that's why I didn't roll. $16. 18. 14. 8. 12? 14. Ooh. Didn't drag that over. Raise half work. Yep. I'm able to fly through this because I've done this like 8,000 times. Now you might see I can be more classes. This one, my wisdom's less than 11, I can't be a druid. My wisdom's less than 11, I can't be a cleric. Alignment, chaotic good, deity, chord, feats. Scroll down, improve initiative, scroll all the way down, weapon, focus, scuffed streamer. There we go. Bastard sword, I've got less skill points now. Fuck! Scuffed streamer, everybody. I think that's right. I hope that's right. I'm tired of doing this now. I had 16 skill points before. That much I remember. Fighter. There. Neutral. Beat. This. Nope, too far. Not far enough. Should swing. Shazam. Not the Dwarven War Axe. You don't get to find one of those in the game. There. Okay. Spot. Intimidate. Diplomacy. Sense motive. Now I've got more portraits. Hey, look, it's Mengsk. I like Mengsk. My friends were doing a playthrough. They fucking killed him. I felt angry. This is actually the portrait I normally use. Good God. You think I'm smart enough to realize I'm stupid. I'm just stupid enough to know I'm not smart, but I'm not smart enough to know I'm stupid. Pour myself another drink. Kinda wish I had some alcohol so I could at least blame that, but no, it's just me. I'm tired from work, leave me alone. I dropped the fucking cap. Where'd it go under my desk? There it is. Yeah, I'm fat. There we go. I should really get like a webcam or something. Not so that then you guys can see me, but so that then if I ever have a webcam chat with my friends, they can see me and fucking laugh at how stupid I am. Just laugh to my face instead of laughing to my voice. So, the voices.
Me, yeah. Me go. Okay. Yeah. Me go. Yeah. Me go that.
Like, come on, dude.
Yes, sir?
As you command.
Will do. Right away. Okay.
By the gods' will. Okay. Okay.
I do that.
Of course. Right away.
I do that. That's not simple, warrior.
Will do. Right away. Yes, sir. Okay.
That doesn't sound lawful.
Yes.
The task is done. I believe so.
I do like that one a lot.
Yes. 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 I can do this. I can do this. I am certain.
Yes, yes.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, large rowdy. So, okay, we've got, you see we've got 8 party slots here. I've got it set to varied amounts, so I can slap this son of a bitch down and just go with one person. Don't do that. This game is hard. This game is very hard. So now we need to create another character. So let's put the strength at 18, put the dexterity at 18. You might be like, you're cheating. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm trying to maximize my fun. Put this at 16. This up at 16. Put that at 1 point higher, because I think the race I choose for her has a penalty. So that's an amazingly above average roll. No DM would ever believe you. But I'm not just any DM, I'm me. So fuck you. Okay, so this is important. So, common elves have +2 to dexterity, -2 to constitution, immunity to magical sleep, +2 saving throws against enchantment spells or effects, and a +2 to listen, search, and spot. Their favorite class is wizard. She'll never be touching wizard. Also, she's gonna be a drow. Their favorite class is cleric for females and wizard for males. In addition to the elven racial traits, drows gain +2 intelligence, +2 charisma, spell resistance equal to 11 plus class levels, and +2 will saves against spells and spell-like effects. Level adjustment +2. That's a lot of shit for only level adjustment +2. But it hurts so much. Like, her stats are now utterly amazing with the exception of Constitution. She's gonna have 8 health at level 1. 8. And she's eventually gonna be a frontliner. Ah yes, I'd like a little pocket princess. No, I like... you fucking... little lady. 5'5", because I like, I'd say tall women, but not exactly tall. I forget what hairstyle I normally had for the drought. No, that's my sorcerer's hairstyle. I think I normally went the ponytail for the drought. Class. She is a rogue. Her HP is 8. She's level 3. She is also chaotic good.
Oh, but Triss Doran.
Yes. Yes, yes, Driz, I know. No, it wouldn't do that. Yeah. We're dealing with Farlagan. Feats. These people get 1 feat. By these people, I mean everybody gets 1 feat. Craven. Ah, yes. -2 to saving throws against fear, but +1 extra damage per character level for sneak attacks. It's actually pretty good, except for the fear part. Don't bother with deadly defense. And for her, I eventually want to take 2 weapon fighting. You don't want to take that right now? I might take it right now. Just so, because you also want weapon finesse. You may use your dex mod instead of strength mod on attack rolls. You fucking want that. And then 2 weapon fighting reduces the penalty. I'll take that first, I guess. She's not going to be using 2 weapons until she reaches the level appropriate. But oh well. 40 goddamn 8 skill points. Tumble. Use magic device. Spot. Sleight of hand. Sense motive. Search. Open lock. Move silently. Listen. Hide. Disable device. Bluff. So, I had 48 skill points. I still couldn't cap out all of them. Even with an intelligence of 18. So if I put 18 points in intelligence and then got the +2 as well, I'd have 8 more points. I could only cap out 2 more. Appraise, I always give that to my wizard. The wizard has skill points for days. Because if you guess the wizard goes off intelligence, you're right. I don't know how you figured it out, but the wizard goes off of intelligence. I'm gonna stop acting like you're all stupid. I guess you're technically watching my stream. I must question you. At least. So where's the portrait I normally use for this gal? There it is. Kinda wish it was more fucking drow skin, but oh well. We can pretend. We're not dumb here. I could give her... There's an actual drow character you can get in your party. I don't know. In Baldur's Gate. I don't know which one she is. I think this might be her. You can marry her in the later games. I kind of question you if you do, but you can. I also don't really question you. You've got your flavors. I've got mine, and I admit to liking drows. So there's actually a story behind this portrait. Was it this portrait specifically? There was a portrait. No, wasn't this portrait, but there was another one. I'll find it real quick. By that I mean I'll take my time finding it, but I remember what it looks like. And there it is. I call this portrait John. Why do I call this portrait John? So in Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, I created a character whose name was John. He used this portrait. He was a mean sumbitch. I rolled extremely well. He had a strength score of, I think, 18 out of 100. Perfect for him. Literally the best strength you could have. He had an 18 in his constitution, a 17 in his dexterity. He was smart as shit with a 16 in intelligence, a 15 in wisdom, and another 18 in his charisma. He was an amazing character role. First fucking combat, he dies instantly. Not even kidding. He walked up, attempted to hit something, got crit, and died instantly. It was amazing. So when we finally made it to the nearest town, keep in mind, this is literally right off the start. Like, right after you do the intro town and you get to the field. We got in one fight, he fucking died. We had to make it to the next town over, where you get attacked before you can make it to the reviving area. And we paid to revive him during the fight. He came out, got fucking killed again. So we went back in, revived him again. He went out, and he actually instantly killed the person with a crit. Resurrections ain't cheap in Baldur's Gate. That was 200 gold. That was 200 fucking gold down the drain. We agree to help this lady. We go around town. There's an orc, shoots John with a bow, dead instantly. Crit him again. And from then on, we've called every single time we've had to stop and revive a character a John. Every time. In every game. It was amazing. I hated it. I genuinely hated it. Oh, man. I miss John sometimes, you know? What was this character's name again? I had names for all of these characters from when I played this game before, and I can't remember hers. The wizard's name was Kelly. Not the wizard. The healer's name was Kelly. I had Robin as a sorceress. I had Furion as a wizard. I had Zell as the fighter. This is the one name I can't fucking remember. Maybe if I choose these, I'll remember.
Okay.
She was sultry, I believe.
Very well. Right.
Yes, she definitely was this.
Right. Very well.
Stop burping, damn it. Okay, well, I guess I'm not allowed to. I apologize. What was your name? Because, like, I had, like, a full party lore as to how these people came together. And how they knew each other. Like, Zell and this drow knew each other. And that's why they're adventuring together. But what the fuck was her name? I can remember the other four just fine. Oh, that's gonna piss me off. The worst part is, I'm gonna make this character, I'm gonna be halfway through the main storyline of this game. It's gonna fucking pop in my head and I'm never gonna be able to stop remembering her as that. It's going to happen. I'm gonna be so furious. Whatever. Let's just go with an uncreative name of Arachne. So Arachne, we all know the lore behind that, but the reason why I use it as a name is I had a D&D character who I played as, whose name was Arachne Fairweather, and she was the daughter of a farmer woman and a sailor man. I have to put that because if I said a farmer and a sailor, you might get assumptions that it was a homosexual couple and they adopted her. No, but that would have made for a better story. That would have made for a much better story, actually. It would have been really cool. Really wholesome. But that character was a half-elf? I think I said? I think she was a half-elf. The sailor was the elf. Our DM was cool that game. I miss him. I hope he's doing well. To be fair, almost all my DMs have been cool. The only DM that's been bad has been one that's actively pissed me off. So, Zell's the leader of the party. Arachne's basically his best friend. And now we have Kelly. So, what class is Kelly gonna be? Well, give me a moment to figure that shit out, actually. She's a human. Aasimar. She's not actually, she's a common. She's a common human. The Aasimar is actually a, well, let's just go through this for a moment. The Aasimar is the favored soul. Wait. No. The Aasimar is the sorcerer. She is the cleric. So clerics want high wisdom, high strength, moderate dexterity, high constitution, and then average intelligence and charisma. Was she a human? That doesn't feel right. She was not a tiefling. Level adjustment +1. Okay, give me a moment. I need to read this. Because this is kind of new to me. I was playing before this was an option. No, wait. I think Tiefling and Aasimar were both options at the same time. And I always just didn't care for Tieflings. Even in 5e, I don't really care for them. I think I had one character who's a Tiefling and I purposely fucking got them killed off so that then I could play someone else. Straight up, the Tiefling I played was unlikable to even members of the party, so I told them all, like, hey, I'm planning to get this bitch killed. Help me create a new character, so then when she's dead. And then everybody was like, hell yeah, let's do it. She didn't die by, like, the party turning on her all of a sudden and killing her. She died by, how did she die? It was in a fight. Oh yeah, that's right. She died by an accident because the, party fighter swung around a mall. He hit somebody. It was like a Looney Tunes series of events. He went in like the Tasmanian Devil, hit somebody with their hammer, which flew into my tiefling and knocked him. It was a him, right? My friend made one named Malamir. That was in a different campaign. This one's... I think I just fucking named him Greg, if I'm being honest with you. It was short for something, but it hit him, and because he was... his intelligence wasn't the highest, let's put it that way. He got hit and got knocked out of the tower window and plummeted to his death. Is basically what happened. That's a real interesting story you've got there. Thanks, man. Nobody actually said that in chat. I said that to myself. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound... No, I guess I'll just go with common. Female, Ellie was always a bit smaller, but not like... not like fucking manlet small. Or is she... Actually, that's pretty... I like tall women, though. But that's still smaller than me. Well, if they're gonna be smaller than me, let's make them at least a bit smaller than me. Rather than 6'1", where the height's barely noticeable. I think I had her with this and this. Class, she was the cleric. Or she the favorite soul? Oh, I forgot stats. Oops. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good, but not good enough. Strength of 16. That's... Actually, I'll make that 18. I'll use Dex. 17. Up that to 18 for the Wisdom. How's that looking? Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, wait, what? No, I wanted to swap those around. Did I? I could have sworn I wanted. Yeah, no, that's too high. I didn't want that to be 18. Did I? I normally upped... let's make it 16 anyway. Deleted the 18. 16, 16, 18, 12, 18, 11. That's good enough. I can't fucking remember what class I had this human. I might have had this human be a favorite soul. I wish I could zoom in and see the frickin' hair without having to get closer to my screen. I'm trying to go blind here. I can't tell what this is supposed to be. This is the ponytail, or the high ponytail. Is this the low ponytail, which just clips into your fucking spine? This is for the sorceress, I think. So, short hair, fucking okay. Did I have him? I definitely had him as a favorite soul. I'm stupid. I think favorite soul use int. Easiest ways to go with this: go home and then search. Classes. Supplement. Favorite soul. Oh my god, that's a lot to read for just casting a spell. It's okay, I'm sorry, I'm burping a lot. A favorite soul casts divine spells, the same type of spells available to clerics, which are drawn from the cleric spell list. She can cast any spell she knows without preparing for it ahead of time the way a cleric must. To cast a spell must have a charisma score of 10 plus spell level, so charisma 10 for 0, 11 for first, and 19 for ninth, so on and so on. The difficulty class for saving throws is 10 plus spells level plus wisdom. Alright, so they want both wisdom and charisma. Like other spellcasters, favorite souls can only cast a certain number of spells of each spell level per day. Her base daily spell allotment is given on this table. It's not on my desk table, it's not on my nightstand, it's not on this table, there's no table in here. There's some burning braziers, I think those are. I know, it's basically copy-pasted from the actual book. Like other spellcasters, use spell per day on this table. In addition, she receives bonus spells for high charisma. Unlike a cleric, a favorite soul's selection of spells is limited. A favorite soul begins play knowing 4 0-level spells and 3 first-level spells of your choice. At each new favorite soul level, she gains 1 or more new spells as indicated on this table. Unlike spells per day, her charisma score does not affect the number of spells a favorite soul knows. Upon reaching 4th level, and every even number of favorite soul level after that, the favorite soul can choose to learn a new spell in place of one he or she already knows. In effect, the favorite soul loses the old spell in exchange for the new one. The new spell's level must be the same as the one being exchanged, and it must be at least 2 levels lower than the highest level favorite soul spell the favorite soul can cast. I'm gonna start slobbering all over myself, I'm talking a lot. I need a drink, my jaw actually hurts. I'm more used to being quiet about this shit. A favorite soul may swap only a single spell at any given level, and must choose whether or not to swap the spell at the same time she gains new spells for the known level. Unlike a cleric, a favorite soul need not prepare spells in advance. She can cast a spell she knows any time, assuming she has not yet used up her spells per day for that spell level. Deity's Weapon Focus. At 3rd level, a favorite soul gains a Weapon Focus feat of Deity's favorite weapon. If the character already has that feat, she can choose a different one. Energy Resistance. At 5th level, a favorite soul gains resistance of 10 against an energy type. At 10th level and 15th level, it gains 10 against another type. I think it also is at 20, but no, that's right there. Deity's Weapon. That favorite soul gains the Weapon Specialization feat with the Deity's Weapon. Wings, not implemented, obviously. At 20th level, gains DR. The character's lawful aligned, the damage is 10/silver. If the character's chaotic aligned, the damage reduction is 10 cold iron. A favorite soul who is neither lawful nor chaotic may choose either type of damage reduction. I'll have to explain that. Basically, that means they'll take that much less damage if not hit by that. So, like, if hit by, say, a magical, because, like, werewolves have damage reduction silver. So, if a lawful aligned favorite soul gets hit with, say, a +3 longsword for, let's say he rolls with a strength of 5, 8, let's say he rolls a 5, so he actually has a, so he rolls 5 plus 5 for strength, 10, and then +3 for weapon, 13. And then plus another 2 for weapon specialization, because everyone fucking takes that. For good reason, it's free damage. So, 15 damage. A favorite soul would take 10 of that damage away and only take 5. Every time they're hit. Unless it's by that thing. Unless it's by silver, the favorite soul will take 10 less damage. And even better if it's energy resist, where it like takes 5 resistance to fire damage. The bitch will just, like, say, a fireball hits her. A maximized fireball, which just, I think, is 60 damage at max. The favorite soul would take 20 less. The favorite soul would take 2/3 of the damage, and still be able to save, which I think the save reduction is done before the damage reduction. So, if the favorite soul saves, instead of the 40 they would take for failing the save, they take 10. Because they take the 60 and have it for saving it, and then take that 30 and subtract 20, which leaves them with 10. That's pretty amazing, but yeah, I need to go back to stats. Hey, if you thought this character wasn't going to be, chaotic aligned, I don't know how to tell you this, but the entire party's going to be. go back here because I need a lot of charisma. I need to slap my charisma up to 18. I need to cheat. We got to min-max. And don't think I wouldn't be rolling for this either. This is just me cutting out the middleman. Don't do that with your taxes, though. Don't cut out the middleman. Which is basically you pay tax to the government, they give you a little bit back, you pay the actual amount you owe. I'm not speaking from experience, but just please do it. Do it, I love you. I need you to be good. No, wait, you were just a common human, not an Aasimar. The Aasimar was a sorceress. I need you to live a you know what? Let's be fancy. 5'11", because not many people use the X11s. Fuck, I didn't even realize it went to... When I was a kid, I honestly thought what it went was 5'0", 5'1", 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6 foot. 6'1", 6'2", so on, so on. I didn't know it went up to 11. 5'10", actually. Class favorite soul. Alignment chaotic good. Actually, no. Lawful good. Let's make this a butt humper. Lawful good. Deity. Yes. His favorite weapon is the longsword, known as the Justice Bringer. Lona. Favorite weapon is the longbow. Pelor. His favorite weapon is the mace. Saint Cuthbert. His favorite weapon is the mace. Ouijas. His name's Ouija. Her name, sorry, is Ouijas. They tell you how to say it right there. Her favorite weapon is the dagger. Hyronius. Longsword. Elona. Garl Glittergold. Oh yeah. Farlonigan. As I said, Farlonigan. I didn't actually say it like that, I'm sorry. So yeah, Hyronius for the longsword. The longsword is a mighty... Oh yeah, I need to explain that too. I'll do that later. Because I'm lazy. Let's see. I don't really need to worry about you having a lot of shit. Not gonna be two-weapon fighting at all. So, combat casting for a +4 bonus on concentration checks. And improved initiative, because everybody wants that. Literally. Concentration. Her concentration at level 1 is gonna be a +12. That's still not high enough. Diplomacy. Sense motive. Spellcraft. Alright, cure minor wounds, amazing. Read magic, amazing. And then the rest aren't so amazing. Guidance, virtue, resistance, whatever. Alright, now this is the important one. Cure light wounds. Less. I don't get to choose another one until level, what did it say, 6? I don't get to get rid of one, so if I like make a choice and I don't fucking use it. It's okay. Oh, that's handy. I never noticed this before. So this character, when you level up in this game, I think every 5 levels, you gain 1 skill point. 1 skill point? No, that's fucking wrong. 1 stat point. I always recommend putting into what your character is like. Is my phone ringing? Damn it! bring my phone over to my desk. It's not. It didn't ring. I'm just panicking. I honestly figured I'd be done making characters an hour into this. I might not be able to do a lot more than make characters because I'm on a extremely fucked up schedule. Well, whatever. And Bane. Alright, so Bless gives all friendly units within 60 feet of the caster +1 to hit and +1 to like some other things. Bane is the inverse. It gives all enemies within 60 feet or so -1 to those same things. Doom is basically Bane targeted on one person with double the effects and none of the aura. That made no sense now that I think about it. Okay, so the easiest way to put this then. Doom is a will save spell which you cast on a single person, and should they fail the save, they take a -2 to everything, basically. There's some things which aren't affected. Don't worry too much about it. I'm not going to either. Alright, which portrait do I normally have for you, Kelly dear? Oh, I just noticed my cat's not on the chair next to me. I'm sad. She normally loves hearing me say her name when I play these games. Gotta keep scratching my freaking ear. God damn it. Itchy, itchy, itchy. I should really go use a Q-tip or something while I still got the, while I'm not absorbed into my game. Ah, yes, there's the perfect Kelly portrait. Where was it? There it was. Alright. Kelly. Now you might think I just wrote Kel. No, that's an I at the end. Kelli. Now then, where is it, Pius?
By the God's will.
Yes. Next we had the Sorceress, who had actually a good strength score. These are actual... This one is an actual roll for a character I had. All the other ones are changed in some way, shape, or form. Her intelligence was like 2 higher, and I think her wisdom was 1 higher. But for the sake of fun, that's going to be a 14 now. It's no fun when everything's a plus. That's where you're wrong. So what's the lore here? Actually, Kelly and Robin are sisters. And you might be being like, what? Yeah, they're sisters. There's a thing about it. What? With some traces of celestial blood in their veins. So, yeah. Basically, she's the son. What? I just said 2. What? No. She's the daughter of an Aasimar and a human, and Kelly is the daughter of a human and a human, so technically they're half-sisters. She is also lawful good. No, she's chaotic good. She is also a believer in Bacchus. She's a believer in Bacchus. No, she is not a believer. So here's the hard part. She gets one fucking feat. Do I want combat casting for a +4 bonus on con? No. I still will always forever say improved initiative is the winner of every game forever. Spellcraft, always up. Concentration, always up. Bluff, always up. And... fucking... Search, always up, I guess. I don't know. 5 and 5, wow. Oh yeah, that's right, I guess she's got a 20 charisma, while her sister's got an 18. So, that's at least a good one. That's at least a good one. She's gonna learn all the level 0 spells eventually, but you still want certain ones anyway. Acid Splash, Ray of Frost, Daze, Flare, Disrupt Undead, Open Close, they're all good. Now here, extremely important. Extremely. Magic Missile, always. Always Magic Missile, yes. But now comes the problem. The reason why we have Wizards solely is so that then they can have Shocking Grasp and all that shit and enchant weapons. Literally the only reason for the Wizard to exist. But I do try to have some more than just, oh, full damage, big hit spells. I try to actually, you know, have fun. As shocking as that might be. Sleep is a pretty spell. Like, spells, she's a sorcerer, so they get their own. Like level 1, sleep. It only causes magical slumber to overcome 4 hit dice creatures. It's good, but not great. Especially because Will straight up negates it. But they are helpless. Yeah, coup de grace. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. We'll take sleep. I haven't used it, so let's use it. Do I use this portrait? No, that's more for a druid. I find, anyway. I usually use this one. I know it's, you know, tad revealing, but also it's my choice.
I'm off, if you insist.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, she smokes 8 packs a day. No.
As you wish.
Nope.
Yes?
Yes? Yes?
Not a problem.
Uh-huh.
Yes! Uh-huh!
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Will do. Will do. Will do.
Charismatic, sure. Robin. The Sisters Grimm have been added. And now we got Furion. Jesus Christ. Up that up 1, and that's actually pretty goddamn good. Let's up that 2. And then lower that 2. And you know what? His charisma's not low enough. That's good. Hey look, a character with real penalties. Yep. Yep. He's a human. He's a common human. Ooh, maybe he'll be a tiefling human. I'll make him a tiefling human. We'll have all different kinds in this party. Big boy! No, this one is actually... Firion is small. He is 5'3". He's a small lad. Fucking Christ, I really wish... This is why height, I guess, is important, because I can see the hair better. Yeah, that's Firion. Get back to 5'3" with you. You're the wizard. You're the fucking wizard. Also, you're not gonna carry shit. You're also chaotic good. You do worship Bacchus. Features. No. This is a good thing to do, like, but you need to ban 2 schools that you can't use. And there's a lot of good spells in all of them. Like Necromancy, Cause Fear, Animate Dead, Give Me a Moment spells. Like, I would have to look through fucking all of these and figure out what's what and what I can deal without. Honestly, I feel like I might be able to deal without Illusion and Necromancy, which means I could have another thing. But, is that true at all? Identify, what school is this? Divination. So you never want to get rid of that. Shocking Grasp is Evocation. Chill Touch. Necromancy, so I don't actually want to get rid of that. Burning Hands is Evocation. For the sake of, let's go later. Level 3. Fireball, that's Evocation. Don't even need to look. Haste, what is that? Transmutation. You don't want to get rid of that. Believe me. But generally, I give that to my Sorcerer. Stinking Cloud. Conjuration. It's actually an amazing spell. It sounds like it's dog shit. You can negate it and just walk out of it. Why would you want that? Because it is actually amazing if they fail that save. And you can nat 1 save, so no matter who you cast it on, they have a chance to fail. Keen Edge, Transmutation. Heroism, I don't actually use that, why'd I look? Fireball, Stinking Cloud, that's basically all I use there. Very simple wizard stuff. 4. Ice Storm, Evocation, there's a lot of those. Wall of Fire, Evocation. What is Solid Fog anyway? I've never actually used that. Phantasmal Killer. Illusion. I like Phantasmal Illusion. It fucking kills you. Greater Invisibility, an illusion spell. I usually give that to my Sorceress. Fear. I don't actually use Dimension Door, but I do like it. Because I'm stupid. It's a mobility spell. They're useful. Level 5. What do we get here? Teleport is amazing. Conjuration. Extra planar chest. Conjuration. Cloud Kill is amazing, and it will blow out your eardrums. Also, it is a guaranteed kill on everything. because they take a D4 con damage. If your con reaches 0, you fucking die. There's no saves. You die. And a successful save halves that. So you, instead of a D4, well, you still take a D4, and then you have that down to minimum of 1. Well, just 3 or fewer hit die creatures are just killed. Dead. No save. You're dead. And then 4 to 6 hit die creatures are just killed, unless they make a fort save, in which case then they take the con... I hiccuped. The con damage, and then, yeah, it's amazing. Blight does damage to plant folk. I don't care about it. Level 6, though, is when things get interesting, with all these mass spells, and, you know, just fucking disintegrate. Transmutation. It's just eye bite, necromancy, evil. Basically, the wizard I use for combat, the sorceress I use for buffs. So yeah, like, I'd obviously want a higher level evocation because, well, disintegrate isn't that, but stop bringing me all the way up there. But like, that's another fireball or another lightning bolt or another magic missile. It's amazing. But what would I want to get rid of? Abjuration? There's probably some amazing spells for that. Let's go look in 9th level because I'm curious. Weird is an illusion. Wail of the Banshee. Necromancy. I don't know why I didn't figure that. Summon is conjuration. Power word kills enchantment. Meteor swarms evocation. Hold monster mass, enchantment, foresight, divination, dominate monster, enchantment. What the hell is an abjuration spell? Horde wilting, charm monster. No. Hold array. Nope. It's evocation. Mind blank? Oh, there it is. Abjuration. I guess now I can click on it. Our protective spells. I'm sorry, the fact that the last one I just looked at was... Okay, that's mind blank. Well, no, that sounds like it'd be mean. It honestly does sound like it'd be mean. But it's a harmless spell? It sounds like it makes your int 0. The subject is protected from all devices and spells that detect, influence, or read emotions and thoughts. The spell protects against all mind affecting spells and effects, as well as information gathered by... Okay. Nice, actually. They create physical or magical barriers and negate magic. So, mage armor would be one. Right? It's not. I might, actually. I shouldn't, because I'm stupid. But you need to prohibit 2. I don't care for Summon Monster, which conjures up. What I do care is Teleportation, which I can give to, you know, her. Healing, creation... I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. Oh, jeez. Yeah, teleport, I think, is... It's conjuration. Man. There's so many choices. So many choices. And, you know, the problem is extraplanar chess is also conjuration, which he would need to learn. Because... No, I guess he would. Okay, I guess I'll do that. Beats. Once again, you always want improved reflexes, son. Wait, no. Improved initiative, son. Improved reflexes is something else. Improved reflexes isn't a thing, I lied. Skills, he has a lot, he puts points into a brace. Literally solely because he's a fucking wizard. Did I put points in tumble for everybody else? Oh no. Oh, I hope so. You can cast 3 of each spell per day, but he has 8 billion fucking spells to learn. Burning Hands, Magic Missile, Identify, Ray of Enfeeblement, Shocking Grasp, Chill Touch, Sleep. He has your very stereotypical wizard portrait, and he's a arrogant?
Okay.
No. What the fuck do they have him as? Power hungry.
Yes. Very well.
There we go. Furion. Or Furion if you prefer. But Furion would have 2 R's. He's basically the one who hired the party. Alright, I put points into your tumble. Let me go ahead and remove everybody from the party, just so I can reorganize them again. I don't know why you can click those. Alright, so these 2 don't need tumble. So it's just Robin who I haven't checked now. I fucking didn't! Shit! Well. 16, 18, 18, 15, 16. I'll just have to remember that because I gotta fucking delete her. Create her again. No, she wasn't the favorite soul. Come on, Brain, she was the sorcerer. Just because she's an Aasimar doesn't mean she's the favorite soul. Yeah, no, you always, 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 always want tumble on everybody who's using light or less armor. There's only one thing less, really, and that's none. So yeah, her skills are Bluff, Concentration, Spellcraft, and Tumble. Acid Splash, Ray of Frost, Read Magic, Flare. Right? You know what, instead of Ray of Frost, Dare. Daze, Flare, Ray of Resistance, Frost, Read Magic. Alright. Magic Missile. Sleep. Sometimes it is painful being stupid. Sometimes it is painful being dumb.
I'm off.
There. So he is the leader of the party, but he's not the one who's hired. He's not the one who hired everybody. So, the lore for this party is Furion hired these people to basically protect him as he's trying to, you know, being power hungry and all that, but still a good person. Well, I guess now I don't need Robin to be chaotic good, she can be lawful good. Because the whole reason why I have them specifically as such is so that then they can enchant their own weapons and use them. Like, Furion right now is chaotic good, so he could enchant weapons with chaotic good energy. Which means that only a character who is chaotic good can wield them, because anybody who's not either chaotic or good suffers a level penalty for it. While with... oh, I guess... what the fuck is it though? It's a holy longsword, isn't it? I'm trying to power game here, okay? It's a holy longsword, which I think means good. Yeah, I'm just gonna... make Robin... I wish there was just an edit button. Like, I could rename, but it doesn't bring up the entire sheet. I need to delete and start over. Don't be dumb. Don't be me. Be smarter than me. I believe in you. I don't believe in me. I wish I did. It would have been faster to start with the 8. Oh my god. You can be there with your sister, lawful good. Your daddy raised you right. Also, Robin's the older sister. That's important to note too. Is it really? Eh, it's your call. I think it is. Because these are my characters and I do love them. I am the guy who loves making his characters. I am the DM who puts his characters in the campaign as NPCs, basically. Or DMPCs if the party requires it. Like the last party I had required me to have a DMPC to heal them. Of course, it's not for free. It's kind of like a hireling. Technically, she's 3rd level, but she's 1st level because, yeah. She's a rogue 1, but she's level 3. That's kind of how it works with the level adjustments. Because I'm not exactly the brightest crayon in the box, as it were. The way I explained it, like, you're level 1, but you're level 3. So, like, the troll, which has a level adjustment of, like, 5 or something. You're level 6, but you're level 1. And that only matters for this. So the first time that Robin's gonna level up is when everybody reaches level 4. Because Robin's level 3, she needs 6,000 experience to reach level 4. I hope to God I explained that better than I think I did. I almost clicked the create button and that would have minorly inconvenienced me. Oh my god. Almost 2 hours and I'm finally getting out of character creation. I can't actually believe this. I can't believe it because this is like all I'm gonna do. I'm tired. I woke up last night at 8 p.m. It's 8 a.m. right now. I'm tired. I'm old. My job's a physical one, so I hurt my knees all the time. You might be like, you just deliver the paper, it's not very hard. Wrong. It's quite hard. It's simple. Every day I have to walk 10 kilometers. Now that might not be a lot for some of you health nuts out there. But I am a 6'2" or 6'1". I haven't measured myself in a bit. I think I was 6'1". I am a 6'1", 250-pound man who smoked a lot in high school and his health deteriorated because of it. 10 kilometers a day is an amazing achievement for me. And me alone. I'm proud of it. I like my job because the person I work under is just really the nicest guy. I like working under him. The people above him, though, I fucking hate them. Thankfully, it's not my job to deal with them. I deal with him, he deals with them. If they have a problem with me, they deal with him, he deals with me. It's wonderful. It is so wonderful. I just wish I was paid more. Like, I don't know if anybody in Calgary or who knows Calgary is going to be watching this, but my stepsister, when she lived over in Calgary, she said that the couriers who worked for the Calgary Sun or Calgary Herald or whatever it is, I don't know the paper, said they were getting paid $1 per house they delivered to. Compared to where I am right now, where I'm getting paid 15.5 cents, I would love, absolutely love, to be making $1 per house. I would literally not want to be searching for another job, honestly. I'm still searching for another job. I'm looking for a nice part-time job, but with this COVID shit, every place is closed down, and those who were let go are searching for work, so there's even more people in the fucking job market looking. It's just, it's rough. It is really, really rough. Oh boy. Now I've gone and depressed myself. Take another drink. The least I can do is start the game. And oh god, I don't know if, because there's a cinematic that might play, and I don't know if it's gonna crash. Because one of the reasons why I love Temple Plus is it gets rid of the cinematics at the start of the game, when the game would crash. Like, for me, anyway. For me, the game would crash a lot on startup because of the cinematics. It wasn't always a constant thing either, it just sometimes crash. But now, I don't remember if there's a cinematic or if I just get to start. The answer is I get to just start. Welcome to the Temple of Elemental Evil shop map. Here you will purchase your starting equipment, rest, memorize spells, and prepare for your adventure. In the rooms beyond are 5 shops. Each shop can be accessed via large chests located in their respective areas. First, directly before you, is a shop for magic scrolls of all kinds. Second, ahead to your right, is a shop for basic supplies such as thieves' tools, bardic instruments, and potions. Third, on the left side of the larger central chamber beyond, is a shop with a wide selection of weapons. Fourth, on the right side of the larger central chamber beyond, is a shop with a wide selection of armor. Oh, it auto-scrolls. fifth and last, beyond the central chamber, is a shop with a wide selection of clothing. If you'd simply like to be equipped with, damn it, standard starting gear for your respective classes, then you may obtain such equipment from the chest here in the vestibule. After you have purchased all your equipment, you may retire to the second floor via the stairway in the rear. There you'll find accommodations in which to rest, memorize spells, and finalize your plans. When you're ready to begin your adventure, return to this antechamber and exit the shop mat via the adjacent Temple of Elemental Evil game portal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that's going fast. That's still pretty fast. Scroll speed of 0. Don't move. Okay, I much prefer this. This feels much better. Okay, so what I always do, what you should always do is get the default starting equipment, auto-equip the items, close the chest, ignore everything else. So left click is how you move and everything. Formations is important. We're gonna swap those. Her back there with them. So now the party formation is the two people with actual weapons up front with, you know, their weapons. So now's a good time to see. He's got a +6 to hit, +1 from his class, +5 from his strength, 1 from the weapon-focused bastard sword, but he's taking a -1 due to his offhand or two-handed attack while wearing a buckler. A buckler is a simple shield which gives another 1 to AC. His AC right now, 10, +3 for dex, +2 for the brown leather armor, +1 for the buckler. AC of 17, that's actually pretty amazing. Mostly because that's a lot of dexterity. AC is 16, 14, and 13. Why is his AC so low? Well, first of all, he's fucking over encumbered. We're not even in the game and he's already too fat. Because he has a maximum load of 20. This brown farmer garb is too heavy for him. With the quarterstaff. Mostly the robes though. Those robes are 5 pounds! 5-pound robes. You what, son? 5-pound goddamn robes. But this boy can carry 133 pounds. She can carry 100 pounds. She can carry 78 pounds. She can carry 78, 76, and he can carry 20. So, let's view this chest. It is weaponry. We're gonna sell this. And we're gonna sell this. And we're gonna sell this. Now he's got more dexterity. Congratulations, you have become a real boy. We're gonna sell the spear. And we're gonna sell the great axe. I do not want to buy that from me. Can you buy it anyway? No, I thought not. I hoped, but no. So, what I like doing here then is loading her up with bullets for her sling. And now we buy basically all that, which hurts my money. But now we move 115 to both. Both folks using crossbows. Because they're gonna shoot and they're gonna miss a lot. You might be saying, wow, +5 though? That's amazing! For today, that is amazing. For back in here, no. You're not dumb for thinking so. But no. That's helmets and miscellaneous shit. Those are just for flavor. They don't actually do anything. This shit's the important one. So, what we want is chain shirts for both our frontliners. These are literally the best you can get. They're also pretty heavy. For her, Where is it? No. Not proficient with that. We want this. Because it's 3 plus 6 instead of 2 plus 6, so our AC raises by 1 more. It also costs an arm and a fucking leg. And then these two can't use armor, so don't even bother. Does this one have shields in it? It does indeed. Well then. We can trade her buckler for a large wooden shield. Large wooden shield is plus 2 AC instead of plus 1. And she's never going to be using a two-handed weapon, so power game, it's better to have a plus 2. Her AC is now a massive 19. His AC is 18, her AC is 18, and everybody else is 14, 15. And here is what? Weapons. So now, you might be like, why don't you buy her a longsword? Well, because the power gamer in us is going to get us one for free. But you need a certain charisma score for that. Shit! None of the men have a charisma score high enough for it. I think you need a charisma score of 6 fucking team. Oh, that invalidates everything I just did. Okay, I hoped it would actually be there. Well, can I delete that? No. Alright. So, because I want to subject you to everything, it sounded a lot meaner than I meant it to. Look, man, we're power gaming. And we're cheating. Shit, that's right, he gets a -2. Is it 13 or 18? Or 18. Is it 13 or 16? I can't remember. Oh, man. On the safe side and make it an 18. Oh God, I can't believe the wizard got the stats on his first roll. It's so amazing. What? I forget what hairstyle I had with him now. I think I had this one. Well, he'll have this one now. No, give me a moment. There's something very important here. Shit. I want him to have identify, so I can't get rid of divination. No, it wasn't transmutation either. Was it? No, it wasn't, because I think... No, it's a 6th level spell. Yeah, it disintegrates a transmutation. Illusion. What would be an illusion? I might. No, that's necromancy. Mirror image is one. Mirror image is a 2nd level spell. Invisibility, I don't really use him for that. Well, get rid of illusion then. Damn it, I can't remember what I got rid of before. Damn it, I can't get rid of the nun. Yeah, that's better, I suppose. I think. Fucking hope. Once I start the game, if I made a bad decision, I'm gonna have to live with it. And you know what? I'll change up his portrait too. 2 hours in, I still haven't really played the game. I can't honestly believe that anybody would want to watch me. Why do I have 9 followers? Sure, whatever, you can be this guy now, Furion. Your hair's now brown. Brownish.
Yes. Yes? I can do this. I can do this.
Very well.
Looks like a scheming boy. Okay. Am I done being dumb? Please? $500 gold pieces is not a lot. 500 gold pieces is 5 platinum. No, every 10, it's 50 platinum. I am also stupid. Right now we have 670 gold pieces in platinum. Like, I think, yeah, mouse over it. 1 PP, 10 GP, 1 GP, 1 GP, 10 SP, 1 GP, 100 CP, 1 GP. No, you don't get to touch those because you'll auto. You won't share them. Everybody has to be within a certain range of the shop too, or else they can't buy anything. The reason why I buy the, oh, I don't actually know why I don't buy this. Like, they both have a dex of +3. So it'd actually be cheaper for me to buy the scale mail. For the armor check penalty more than anything, I suppose. It's light. Yeah, movement speed 30-20. That's why. Movement speed 20-15. I think almost all medium armor gives you that. And heavy armor just fucks you even worse, I think. Ah, but for so much cheaper. Also, that spell failure check, literally ignore that if you're not an arcane caster. What I mean by that is if you're not a wizard. Oh, man. Okay, hide armor is a lot. No, that's a medium armor too. Fuck. Barbarian armor is a light armor that just fucks your speed over. Because moving full speed is honestly something you really want to do all the time. It's not something you can always do though. So, as much as it does hurt me to do it, because I like moving full speed, save some money, and put on the scale mail. Saving money, always something you should do. Always. Alright, so. Scrolls chest. Every single... I think every wizard scroll has a different binding. Yeah, clearly it has a different binding. Arcane, Necromancy, Divination, Enchantment. So yeah, like, all conjurations have this kind of blue binding. All enchantments have this light blue binding. All Necromancy have a purple binding. All Evocation have a red binding. I forget what I have for his spell shits, so oops. He doesn't really do anything other than Ray of Frost. Well, I guess he can have a couple acid splashes in there too. Humanoid creature, 4 hit dice or lower, loses that. He can have flare too. So yeah, I don't remember, because I'm not smart, what spells he can have. Or what spells he can't have. Yeah, you know what? Because favorite souls Aasimar, they could both be straight sisters instead of half sisters. This just makes it slightly easier because, yeah. Also, I should adjust formation. So now you rest. You always rest 8 hours in order to recover your spells. Yeah, I know, it sucks, but gotta get over it. So how you learn spells with your wizard, in addition to leveling up, is you can scribe scrolls. Every single scroll in here I can scribe, kind of. There's 2 classes I can't remember which is which, so, oops. I think it's enchantment I can't? No, I can't. So, like, if I bought him the Scroll of Sleep, he could do that. Abjuration, I know I can. So, the orange band I can't. What was the other one? Illusion? Well, here's how you learn. So, okay. You gotta right click to open the wheel. Mouse over to this, I forget what it's called, and then you click copies. You don't click it. Don't be dumb. You mouse over copy scroll, and then you click scroll of sleep.
Yes.
Spellcraft was a success. So you can open this roll's history and see how you succeeded. I rolled a 19 plus 9. I rolled a 13 plus 9. So your initial value plus 4 from your spellcraft and your intelligence, and you have a DC. I forget how the DC is calculated. 15 plus spell level. And now another important thing. Calling familiar, calling a toad.
Will do.
And then Pollywog Pal. Because the toad, now look at the numerical value of Robin's health. Rose by 3. The toad gives you 3 health. That's also all it does, but it's 3 health you didn't have on a class with a D4 for its health.
Yes.
Let's roll another toad. This one will be Wally Pogpal. Alright. I'll do one quick once over. Yep, we've got Wally We've got Wally Pogpal and the Pollywog Pal. We got frogs. They've now got more health than the rogue. Almost as much health as the favorite soul. And if they could have 2 frogs, they'd have as much health as the fighter. We go through. Now I know there's an opening here. I'm gonna let this entirely play out. Once we get to the first town, I'm gonna fucking save and I'm quitting and I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
10 years ago, in the year 569, the dark forces of the Temple of Elemental Evil rose up. At Emrady Meadows, the tide of evil was opposed by the forces of good. The northern armies fought bravely under the direction of the valiant Prince Thrommel. But the forces of evil seemed too great. When at last it seemed that evil would triumph, that the demoness Zugtmoy would destroy the armies of good, a new hope arrived. The Circle of 8. Zugtmoy was trapped in the dungeons beneath the Temple of Elemental Evil. Left inside the temple dungeons, she gathers her strength and secretly plans a return to power for vengeance. One evening, while walking along a street in Mitrik, the capital of Luna, you hear a scream from a nearby alleyway.
Okay, I didn't quite mean to skip past that. I hit my mute key and it skipped one of the slides, so you didn't get to hear the narrator's voice. So we hear it from a nearby alleyway. Firion would obviously be like, we shouldn't be getting involved with this. But, you know, he might be the person who hired us, but fuck him.
You have seen too much. Prepare to die.
So, I can actually get in range to swing at this guy.
Okay.
I hit him. 17 plus 20 versus AC 12. The reason why his AC is 12 is he doesn't have a dex bonus due to him being flat-footed. Which means get fucked. Well, okay. What a way to start. That's a natural 20. That's a critical hit. Well, kind of. It might have been 19. I can't pop it up. You stare down at the dead woman. I wish I could have saved you, if only I'd been here sooner. You notice a distinctive brooch on the woman, and you stoop to pick it up and examine it. So, you're the Canoness Idée of the Church of St. Cuthbert in Hamlet. Rest in peace, sister. I will bring the news of your passing to your church. You pause to murmur last rites over the Canoness and head to Hamlet, the bearer of terrible news. Personally, would not murmur last rites. That'd be Kelly's job. We'll take the thieves' items and leave.
You arrive in Hamlet as the bearer of terrible news for the current priest of the Church of St. Cuthbert. The Canoness Idée is dead.
This can take a bit. There we go. The village of Hamlet. You are now entering the village of Hamlet. This small crossroads community is a completely unknown quantity. What is here? Who will be encountered? Where should you go? These are among your first explorations and encounters, so chance may dictate as much as intelligence. Will outsiders be shunned? Are the folk here bumpkins, easily duped? Does a curse lay upon those who dare venture into these lands? The dusty, rutted road is lined with closely grown hedges of brambles and shrubs. Here and there it cuts through a copse or crosses a rivulet. To either hand, forest and meadow have given way to field and orchard. An orchard. Orchid? No. Orchard. I don't know. I can say it, but I can't process it. I'm stupid. A small herd of kine graze nearby, and a distant hill is dotted with limestone chimneys, with thin plumes of blue smoke rising from them. A road angles west into the hill country, and to either side of the road ahead, fuck! Well, fuck it. Save, we don't need no autosaves. We make big boy saves. Same with regular save game. Yes, I wish to save big boy game. There, big boy saves in Hamlet. Took almost 2.5 fucking hours to get to the first fight. Slaughter the first fight with a crit for 38 damage or 31 damage. Boy slaughtered him. I didn't even get to see in the strength mod works. I think it's strength times 1.5, but might be strength. See, a strength score or strength modifier. I think it's strength mod times 1.5. Doesn't matter. Quick game. I'm done streaming for now. I'm going to bed. I hope everybody watching this now and in the future goes and has themselves a wonderful day.